Ever wondered what makes TV so powerful in Jamaica? Time to find out. Welcome to Global TV Group 358, where television meets innovation. We're not just about shows, we're about shaping society. In Jamaica, TV keeps you informed, connects diverse voices, and supports democracy. Imagine a Jamaica where broadcasters unite, sharing data and collaborating globally. That's us, a unified voice in the TV industry. Did you know TV advertising is still king? It drives website traffic, boosts brand equity, and powers integrated campaigns. Even in an age of digital, TV stands strong, resilient in tough times. Our Global TV Deck is your treasure trove of insights and data. With charts, graphs, and success stories, it's your guide to impactful TV advertising. Curious to learn more? Visit our website and see how Global TV Group 358 keeps television at the heart of entertainment in Jamaica. Get ready to binge watch the future.
Oh, thy peace, God of my salvation, because the mouth of the sinful and wicked is open. Rastafari. Come with I. Rastaman throw one stone, and it break a bad feeling to all wicked men. Not a people there. Make a man throw one stone, and it bring a bad feeling to all wicked men. Only when man like Marcus Garvey speak, wicked men would I hear. Hear now hear. Instead of that, they only sit aside a rob and cheat, and not first and for make up what I seen to. Make him a throw one stone, and they bring a bad feeling to all wicked men. Oh, what a plan! Make him a throw one stone, and they bring a bad feeling to all wicked men. So, my favorite man, if Rasta make a progressive move, wicked men are red, I. How they want to see, they didn't can sell out Rasta, and sell it out, I sell out Babylon. They give man show one stone, and they bring a bad feeling to all wicked men. They give man show one stone, and it bring a bad feeling to all wicked men. If Rasta make a progressive move, wicked men are red. I. How they want to see, they didn't can sell out Rasta, I sell out Babylon. Yes, stop on the Friday. You might go and stone, and it bring a bad feeling to all wicked men. Oh, what a black thing, you might go and stone, and it bring a bad feeling to all wicked men. You have eyes to see, let him see. You have ears to hear, let them hear. What a prophet must say. President Mandela was in prison for 20 odd years. And he leave from the prison and take the seat of the president. Stone one. Big him and show one stone, and it bring a bad feeling to all wicked men. Oh, what's a black? Big him and show one stone, and it bring a bad feeling to all wicked men. Run, keep going on, let's process. For children of Israel do really love rights. So just a tie and I as a watchman around Babylonian walls. Oh, children of Israel, I should never hold thy peace. What wrong is going on? Day or night, we gonna bust down Babylon walls. Prepare every the way. Prepare every the way for jumping. Let's go. Fight down, war and cry. Fight down, me say Rastafari. War and cry and do that righteousness. And we love Jah, and we love Jah, Jah Rastafari, and we love Jah, Jah Rastafari. And we love Jah, we love Jah, Jah Rastafari, we love Jah, Jah Rastafari. Preserve all people. Put time away again. Listen, yeah. Just as I and I as a watchman, I run Babylonian walls. Oh, children of Israel, I should never hold thy peace while we penalize. Day or night, we gonna bust down Babylon gates. Prepare every the way. Prepare every the way for Jah Rastafari. Fight down, war and cry. Fight down, war and cry. Rastafari, war and cry. And build up righteousness. And we love Jah, and we love Jah, and we love Jah, Rastafari. Preserve all. And we love Jah, me love Jah, Rastafari. Me love Jah, Rastafari. Preserve all. Me love Jah, Rastafari. Yeah, the next song is going to be the last song for tonight. And then DJ
JPS get for them. Church get for them. All know we don't hear if we name call. And we still lay down over here so in the rubble see we. Oh, see we hand here. We over here so. Not because we in the rubble look alike. No means so we don't escape we and pass we by. And everybody a count up, share out and issue out money. And we don't hear we name call all now. Kev said something that even the best mathematician would have problem working it out. And I mean, after JPS, well, we don't take 150 million US, a portable generator, them okay, can't give it. No, sir. We then can't take liberty with. Our British Nigerian Anthony Joshua has met in an accident in Nigeria that has taken the life of two of his associates. He, though, and another who was in the accident is being stabled. We are praying for their safe recovery and we are sending out condolences to the family of his associates who perished in that terrible accident. Good morning, everyone, and welcome. Thank you all for joining us this morning. Lovely to have your support, everyone. To my community of parity and all my family members, platform moderators, membership holders, viewers, subscribers, commenters, and trolls. Good morning. Good morning. Welcome, everyone. It's the penultimate day of the year. We are a day from New Year's Eve when they say we start a new year, but for us, the new year starts in spring. When life hits back everything again, we don't mind them and their things. Morning. Hey, Lord Kev, We're not call Kev, then we're going to start with Kev first. Debbie Jarvis TV, good morning, good morning. Colleen, good morning. Lynette Jenkins. Sharon Bernard, good morning. Abinasa Cody, Violet Watson. Good morning, Lassam, you know. Who else is here? Good morning, Delroy Henry, good morning. Raymond G, good morning. Sorry, Andrea Joan Hamilton Wilson, good morning. Good morning, Opal Watson. Good morning. How things are going? I had the Opal Barbara Simpson, good morning. And I want to thank everyone who wished me happy birthday. I also want to thank those who have donated to my birthday. Gloria Morris, Abinasa Cody, Pamela, Violet, and Veteran. Thank you all very much. Very much, very much appreciated. Simone Dixon morning. I want to call something now. I can't help you with the maths. Gonna know so we done so via so. Make him the or him there. Him there, see him there. Make him the help you with the maths. Can't know we never make it out of school when it come to the mathematics. Can look like ticks about Kevin. I mean, I know if I show Kevin show we say, I'm really an idiot. Kevin's saying to us, I, Kev, with the DR title, I'm really an idiot. Because what I'm asking the people to work out and equate, I mean, only an idiot, Kev, would have come up with something like this. Now, Kev is saying, when we are talking about extrajudicial killing, we should take into account, says Kev, those who have been arrested alive. 1,000 Kev arrested alive. Work out the mathematics for us and see how that equates with one Jamar Ferguson who was innocently gunned down, Kev, in his home. Kev says, Wayne Evans, Arlene Scott. Kev said, we should take into consideration the criminals that are being arrested alive when we discuss police killing, says Kev. Can you believe it? Kev said if he arrests 10, 100, 1,000 alive, when we talk about the one when kill innocently, not arrest innocently, you know, Kev. Kev, there's a difference to arrest innocently and kill innocently, Kev. I don't know if you understand. And I don't know if how, Kev, you managed to put the two together and lump the two together and expect Kev, say if we bring with solace and satisfaction, when we count up the people, them innocent, dead picking Kev. Kev, me don't know how you do maths, you know. Me don't know if you're related to to Portland. Kev. Portland people not too good with maths, you know. Portland people, east and west, not too good with maths. Because if a Darrell Vaz and the back of stop of them, a problem. If a Mayor Maths, a problem. So Portland people, not too good with counting. So we don't know if a Portland, you go work out the galang in. Come on, peeps. Hit the like button for us, please, and share the live. We don't make we end the year on a quarreling note. We talk to Kev. We tell Kev to go back to the drawing board and sit down with pen and paper, Kev. Not with buckle stopper. Not with marbles, Kev. Not with nickel, marble, and buckle stopper. We want you to go back to the drawing board with pen and paper, with an engaged brain, Kev. Because you can't go with the pen and paper and the brain not engaged, and then it's the same problem thought all over again. But when you manage, to tell we say, when we talk about the innocent one, the one them where you arrest, the one them where you arrest alive. The ones that you arrest alive, Kev, you can process them, take them through the court system, the justice system if you have enough evidence, conviction or acquittal, Kev. Conviction, sentence, and put away, Kev. Them are going to come back a street. But a summary execution, Kev, a summary execution, extrajudicial killing on the spot, Kev, without a motive, a reason, and evidence to support, Kev. How do you match up then two the together? Our joy we would have get in say. But after all, them do Jamar Ferguson bad, but them arrest 10 and never kill them. How that go, Kev? Me tell them about people with the DR title. Go down a beggy, buy, thiefy, go pan knee for it. Anyway, you don't get it. When you not open on the mouth, it don't serve on no purpose. However, you not get it, Kev, when you not open on the mouth, it really doesn't serve purpose. Kev said, if we talk about the living arrested, when we talk about the extrajudicial killing, Kevin said, match it up with those who we have arrested. Call the idiot from so then. Yeah, they're the idiot we can't count. OUR, Office of Regulator, Utility Regulators. Say, remember, we just lend them. We just lend JPS $150 million US. JPS, under the pretense, the $150 million US is under the pretense that we're going to get back light faster. Me don't know what that means, because even before Melissa, we never have much light anyway. Never have much light. So we don't know what the difference. So we lend them the $150 million US under the pretense that we will get light faster. Director of the Office of Utility Regulators, as Anwar Hewitt or whatever name, has thrown his regulatory full support behind the commissioning of the Jamaica Public Service Emergency Mobile Power Generator Unit in Treasure Beach, St. Elizabeth, describing it as a cost-effective and timely intervention at severe that serves rather the public interest. Speaking at the commission, Hewitt acknowledged that the OUR has often been at odds with JPS and at times with the political directorate, and that some regulatory decisions attract public skepticism. So the 150 million, so they will carry portable generator for come supply electricity because they lie with them at tell. So then carrying how much it linesmen and how much it chuck and how much it this and that. To give it back electricity by end of January, early February. No go so. Because soon I'll come with portable generator at Treasure Beach. That means all party. You know, they're not going to portable generator in the party. So I don't know how you know go manage down there. Everybody have to go the solar panel route, even though the government don't like it. But it's a sacrifice. Well, if we don't make it now, it will go beneficial in the long term. Because long time me always are telling us it's time for Jamaica people go solar. Time for Jamaica people to go solar. Mr. Warmington, a real backbencher. Mr. Warmington, a real backbencher. One that doesn't go cap in hand with the government. One that will speak out on the nonsense of the government. I couldn't agree more with Mr. Warmington because JPS get, church get, and the only little time we hear them call Fiwi name was icy mint, chip, and bag juice. The last time we hear Fiwi name call about the money was ice cream, chip, icy mint, and bag juice. Because we didn't give we. After Mr. Warmington speak, I would tell you, Andrew Holness, whether 75 million, I think, Jamaican dollars, under 150 million US dollars, what it would serve better do, I'm going to work it out for you in a bit. Let's listen to the chip and icy mint money what the government give we. Compare to what the government fork out, give JPS and church. Church will not line up. Line up church. Thief in Glenn Samuels. Glenn Samuels, president of the West Jamaica Conference of the Seventh-day Adventist Church, jaw cheer this morning, Glenn Samuels. Kenneth Richards, put a chair right. Put a chair right side of Glenn Samuels. And you thieving, wicked liar, Hera Blair. Jaw cheer and come here this morning. I'm on the road this morning, you know. You remember Bob Marley said, I feel like burning a church. Now I know that the preacher is lying. Bob Marley, they're also stealing as well. They're fornicating and adulterating. They're molesting children, Bob Marley. They weren't only lying. I'm now convinced Melissa is a labor right. I'm now convinced Melissa is a labor right because the amount of destruction Melissa heaped up on Jamaica, it's only labor right heap up so much destruction upon Jamaica. And only labor right attack poor people in our country because the amount of poor people Melissa could have attacked more of the church then. Let's listen to the icy mint, chip and bag juice money where we get, and then we're going to go to Mr. Warmington.
Across the island, our first priority has been to deliver food, water, and medical support to every affected community. But we know that beyond these essentials, the greatest need is now shelter. Too many of our brothers and sisters have lost the very roofs over their heads. To address this urgent need, I am announcing a building support program for households in the most affected parishes as follows, and this will be an MP-driven program again. St. Elizabeth, Westmoreland, Manchester, Hanover, St. James, Trelawney. $10 million will be allocated to each constituency in those parishes. You know, there was a debate in this house about whether or not any distribution to MPs should be done on a constituency basis equally. And I am of the view that every seat is equal. But in a disaster, that cannot hold. In a disaster, that cannot hold. In a disaster, that cannot hold. And I hope that MPs who were not as badly affected will not put pressure on me to make increased allocation. And
now, when it comes to us, the government cannot count higher than 10,000. When it comes to we, the government can't count go higher than 10,000. Now, we're going to listen to Mr Warmington, which I wholeheartedly agree with. And then the breakdown between me and the churches after we listen to Mr. Warmington.
Member is pushing back strongly against his own administration's decision to allocate $75 million to the Social Development Commission to assist churches and faith-based organizations impacted by Hurricane Melissa.
The announcement, intended to signal inclusivity in the national recovery effort, is now the source of controversy. Details in this report.
There's no logic in this. Let us look for the people who are suffering out there. That's what the government ought to be doing, instead of propping up the churches with cash when they're already flooded with cash.
Member of Parliament for St. Catharines Southwestern Mr Warmington rejecting the government's decision to allocate $75 million to support churches and faith-based institutions in rebuilding efforts following Hurricane Melissa. The announcement, which was made by Prime Minister Dr. Andrew Holness last week, has left Mr. Warmington with a number of questions. Among them, how was the decision made and what will the funds be used for?
The last report is that the churches have billions of dollars in their account.
Gloria Morris, thank you very, very much for your support towards my birthday donation. Very much appreciated. Thank you very much. Wholeheartedly agree with Mr. Warmington. On a run come out to hold me back, you know. Come me and the church them this morning on a line up to hold me back.
So I believe at this time the church ought to step up to the plate and assist the membership that were affected. Those members were affected. This is a time when they should be assisting their members from this vast amount of cash they have, because members have been giving. So it's time for them to give back.
However, Dr. Holness emphasized the vital role of churches in society, noting their collaboration with the government and other agencies in the hurricane relief effort. He added that some congregations are having their services under tents, and so special provisions were made. Mr. Warmington stressed he's not against the church, but insists the funds could be better used to support families still displaced.
Those who have denomination of churches close together, combine these membership into one building. Because most of these churches, anyone on a Sunday, don't have anybody in them. Very few people are in these churches. So the best they can do is to combine the membership at one location and having all these structures all over the place. It's not the duty of government to rebuild the churches. There's a separation of church and state. So I don't see why the government will be stepping up to rebuilding these churches. It's not our duty. I'm not against the church. I'm a part of the church. But funds should not be going to Taxpayers' funds should not be going to religious institutions or organizations in this fashion.
Let me get this out of the way first for those bleeding heart Christians. Melissa didn't go far enough. Melissa should have picked up all of these churches and land them in the sea. They are a symbol of slavery and a symbol of oppression. I understand you may see it in a very different light. They are a business organization, a symbol of slavery and oppression. Melissa didn't go far enough, mind you. Murder this morning. Government and church. The two of should and shame said the lodge. It's the lodge that come rebuke. You know. Government and church. Church and state. You should and shame. You should and shame. Say the lodge. The lodge come out, come rebuke. You know. Say a long time the two are rip way off now. And good God Almighty, a time for not tap up and do something for we. Put the daily thief and the daily lie government aside. Make we go to the weekly thief and the weekly lie church. Put the daily thief and the daily lie aside here now. Make we go to the weekly lie and the weekly thief. The churches. Harold Blair. Glenn Samuels. Kenneth Richards. All I know a thief, you know. All I know a wicked. Glenn Samuels with the extramarital affair and picking them outside and they rebaptized over Glenn Samuels after fornication and adultery. Glenn Samuels this morning. Parity Church popped down Glenn Samuels. Black River Church popped down. John Crono come out here come beg no money. A long time when I walk and thief and oppress poor people. The church is an organization that put in no principle and collect a profit every week. The church, the wicked thief in lying, fornicating, adulteral, playing with children, fornicating at the altar, lying and stealing pastors. The church not pay tax. The church collect a profit every week. Without a principle. Every week, the church collect a profit and the church pay no tax. And John Crow fly by their churches. The one time you step up and do something for poor people, you still a feed half of poor people flesh and you don't want what we call on a junkro. Is that not what junkro does, church? You should have shame. You should make the lodge come out, come rebuke. But you thief in Kenneth Richards, after you take the hope of dead people and the people them when dead in the church and a relative, you take their land and you thief the church money and you build apartment complex pan Kenneth Richards. You, the Anglican, the Catholic, and the Adventist, you are thief. You are highway robbers. You mislead the people. You hold the people spiritually in contempt. Melissa never go far enough of doing damages to the churches in our country. Melissa should have picked up the whole of them and dropped them in the sea where they belong. The more we remove the symbol of slavery from our country, is the more we will wake up. 75,000. Do you understand the millions these churches have in their bank account? The Seventh-day Adventist Conferences of Jamaica. Do you know that it's a multi-billion-dollar organization? Do you know that it's a multi-billion-dollar organization? You ever see when Kenneth Richards a collect offering a Stella Maris? Leave out the thief in Delphi and the rest of them and the little liard boy. The little liard boy will go to night, we go bed. The little liard boy will go bed every night with food pan in chest. Yes, you liard Peter Chambers, are you may talk. Nyam early. Stop nyam after 8 o'clock at evening time, Peter Chambers. Peter Chambers, stop nyam after 8 o'clock at evening time. And you will hear the hope and nonsense in your sleep. Up until now, nobody not tell you say nonsense talking in your sleep. Tap nyam after 8 o'clock. And make sure you drink either chamomile or rose petal tea before you go to your bed, so your stomach can digest properly, Peter Chambers, and go to your bed in peace. Okay, hold on and hear bullshit. The churches should be ashamed of themselves. The churches should be ashamed that at this time, when if you step up out on a out of God bank balance, look how long we collect on behalf of God. Look how long these wicked churches, these thieving pastors, who never seen a poor pastor and a poor politician, idiot Jamaicans, idiot black people. Idiot black people will deprive your children of things to prop up church and pastors. Stupid black people that deprive rather yourself of things to prop up the church. Uno no shame. So up until now, uno name don't call. In the money share up. JPS get, church get, and no phone name no call. And uno no shame. Uno still take on the money, get the hooligan and the jagger and the thief and the criminal and the drunkard them. Wait till go take phone and wake up, you bunch of idiots. You bunch of ready-made fools. Because if I did tailor a million a cut on out, maybe you know fools so. I told them ready make put on. What it's gonna take for us to say politicians and pastors are to your detriment. Good God Almighty, how long it will take for no wake up? When are you going to see the benefit that you have not seen 100 or 50 years? An idiot? How can you be so stupid? See, you know, them still attack. Them still attack. And nobody not say, make me condo. You see, because they know so no one got, then things say the liquor food, once they go no the liquor food, everything all right, you know? That's why Spice and Asafa, Paul and Sean Paul, them and everybody else, I lead the way with building, because they know say that is important in the long term as well. The government won't go see liquor food with him that he blaggy. Now let me tell you, Prime Minister, because the 150 million when I go benefit with, plus the 75 million Jamaica dollar when I go benefit with, combine that together, Prime Minister. Combine that together. And you know what you done do? Divide that by 14, Prime Minister. And since as we now go get the benefit of that money, use that money to build shelters across the country. And that no would advise of it. Since as we now go benefit, we to alleviate we out of this year, Malakia Prime Minister. Make we use it for benefit we in the future. With money where you take the JPS, we want it back. With money where you take the disgraceful, thieving, wicked, fornicating, pedophile pastors in the church, to continue hold us spiritually in contempt. Use those money to build well-needed, well-deserved shelter across the country. Me couldn't tell, I don't know if Ladybug are from the St. Elizabeth side there now. You know, St. Elizabeth is starved. I think Ladybug is within Jess constituency, I believe. But she's not far from the Santa Cruz area. Light now go come back to St. Elizabeth for now. Believe you me. Especially the worst hit parts of St. Elizabeth. Here Treasure Beach, a portable generator. Them a plan for car go up there. Because even talking to people in my community is very hard, especially those on the coastline. Now, Myrna have Starlink, so it's not too hard to get in touch with her. But the rest of people who have to depend on Flow and Digicel, the network in our community is balmy. Sometimes my brother get through to us, him have to walk up and down Pan Road until he find a spot where there is a reception, and then he can talk to us. So come enough of the people them in our community get to communicate. So these are the problem that is more likely affecting Ladybug, light and internet reception, because it's very balmy down at St. Elizabeth for the two. Water as well. It balmy with everything down there anyway. So I would say to the government, take the money and build shelters. Shelters will have proper bedding. Shelter will have proper food storage. Shelter with proper water facility. Shelter that would alleviate our school, that we wouldn't catch up in this situation with schools them now in this Melissa debacle. So since as we now go get the benefit of the money now, which we need it to help we out, and we hear you share up, give everybody, and we name down call. So use this money and put it into what you call sustain your resilience plan for rebuilding. A part of that resilient approach, Prime Minister, is that we separate school and shelter. Separate school and shelter, where we have well-built shelter for those purposes, where we have beddings, where we have proper cooking and bathing facility, proper recreational facility. And that meeting wouldn't be resilient. The resilient for me here get up and talk about every day. And them something that wouldn't be resilient, because we wouldn't prepare for the future. We wouldn't prepare for free up with school them as soon as a hurricane come. But then it's a government who lack the ability to think. So it's a government that cannot go thief and tell lie. It's a government where then go to bed thinking about them corruption, where they get caught out and meddle in a night and day. So they don't have the brain power to think about anything else. How can a government and a church be so wicked to see the condition of the people of Jamaica, and them a share up Jamaica people money between them, and the church see it as okay? The church will collect a profit in our country every week. The church which have never paid tax in our country. The church that has not given financial accountability from day that to now. And poor people lay down in a rubble and disease. Poor people lay down in the element. And government take when money give pedophilia over a working church. Can you imagine? I mean, also some of the religious people, them are going to jump up and defend this, But, there's two things. Religious people and political people always defend bullshit. And you see, when you have a country like Jamaica, America, where religion and politics dwelling at the same mind, it's the more dangerous mind. Look on the Donald Trump Christian lock them. When religion and politics mix, is the most poisonous a snake you're going to come across, where there's a mixture of religion and politics. And just look at how it play out in the Republican Party in particular in America, and how it play out in nationalism in Britain here. It's the most dangerous tool that you can mix together, religion and politics. And them two piece of machinery there are bedeviled the docile, uneducated people of Jamaica, who they were designed not to know any better than what politicians and pastors tell them. That's why you see Jamaicans used to the news carrying so, because they teach you to accept the word of mouth lie and story. And labor right of all carry on the tradition of lie and story. Even when the thing in front of you figure read, you refuse to read it and you prefer to carry the lie and story. It a keep we down. Because the information that in front of we, and we're going to talk with pastor and politician tell we, all when we know say don't go so. Look how long the church them a thief. Look how long the church them a thief. Where can you say you have seen the churches of the money they've been collecting for our lifetime? What have you seen them do no major spending out of what they have been collecting all these years? Where are all those money? Is it in saving or has it been spent lavishly amongst thieves? But I know for the organization that I was a part of for many years, the Seventh-day Adventist Church, it's a very rich organization. Very rich. And if you think I'm lying, ask Patrick Allen. If you think I'm lying, ask Glenn Samuels. In some ways, Adventists give back, but not enough. They can give back a lot more. Them had them own rescue mission galangin relief, galangin what they use in a disaster, galangin what they call ADRA. Them do whole charitable stuff. Them still don't do enough for the amount. All right, you see the Seventh-day Adventist Church. Abena, I know particularly for them, they have a lot of houses across Jamaica. When the Seventh-day Adventist churches are buying property, they don't take out mortgage. Rather be in England, there was a particular case I know of in Jamaica. They don't have to take out mortgage. They outbid anybody when they want a property. Because all of these pastors that they have what is called circuit houses. And they have houses over all these different circuits for their circuit pastors to live in. So the Seventh-day Adventists, which I can speak of in particular, these people have a lot of houses and a lot of properties over the place. The church was a holder of property from slavery to now. The church was the educator of brainwashing before them put within the education system. These demonic entities have not been beneficial to us from their inception to now. They have never been. They will never be. So me no know where it a go take for someone to wake up and come out of the disadvantage where state and church have on you. Prince Charles is the head of the Anglican Church, you know. Me don't know if you don't know. The devil hellish Pope is the head of the Catholic Church. And all the other church, all the other denomination are in subjection to those two, the Catholic and the Church of England. Everybody was subjected to the Catholic until Henry wanted to flash his ding-a-ling all over the whole place. And him and the Pope go haywire. And he moved himself from Catholicism and declare himself King of England and head of the Anglican Communion of Britain. The whole honor were Britain slaves. The whole honor Queen Victoria, descendant of slaves. Whatever Christian denomination you all have, it stems from the Catholicism. Whichever religious denomination that you see in this world come from African spirituality, which is being demonized. Now, let me speak directly to you, the Seventh-day Adventists, who take this what I call a harlot and a false prophet of what you all call Ellen G. White, because these Adventist people hold Ellen G. White up like something of a God or a prophet or a messenger from God. She was just a fucking liar like Peter Chambers. Ellen G. White was just a bloody liar like Peter Chambers. Adventists, Adventes. What you all are a chip off from the Methodist Church. You Adventists, you are a chip off from the Methodist Church, where your Ellen G. White and her husband and their friend Miller weren't in line with the Methodist message, and the Methodists, and you must all question Ellen G. White, you bunch of bullshit, because the Methodist Church was one of those who was rebellious to enslavement and slavery. Ask Ellen G. White, her husband, and Miller, what were their disagreement with the Methodist Church, why they have to step away and form this bullshit of Adventism. It starts with three people now. Only one thing to say, if you hear Adventists speak, you thought God spoke to them on the road to Damascus. You bunch of unable to read other than the twisted Bible King James wrote for you. Bullshits. You must read outside of that cryptic Bible that was given to you. It wasn't given to you to serve you. It was given to you to serve the powers that be that gave it to you, you bunch of idiots. Oh, sometimes I want to hold you and shake you all. I mean, really hold you and shake you. Because if I shake you, maybe you would come to your senses, or somebody idiotness wouldn't shake out on you. I hate to hear Adventists speak sometimes without reading about this bullshit of this lying, thieving Ellen G. White. Ask Ellen G. White what was her opposition to the Methodist Church, why she break away from them. And go on like Ellen G. White buck up God somewhere else, and Ellen G. White and God have a conversation. Ellen G. White was a spy. Ellen G. White was a dark forces, just like any of these bastards that you see. Every day them prophesy bullshit. Every day God give them message. Every day God get the Ellen G. White is no different to anyone a God messenger that today and go through the idiot them not bright enough to sit down and write out their message in a book for no read it and believe it. Or not fools. Even though we encourage you to read, not everything in book is true. You must know what is fictional and what is barbaric. Bloody hell. But you can do better with your mind, man. But in the church, you don't have shame. We're not thieving pastors. Me don't know how to sleep at night time, you know. Can't know so not lie to the people. You all know that you're stealing from the people. Me don't know how you go to bed at night time. John Rook combine, go suck out your nasty mama. That's all me have to tell you. Go and suck your mother. Damn idiot. You always have something stupid to say, you fool. Anyway, back to normal scheduling. And I don't know why you're watching me, you know, John. Idiot asked John, I don't know why you're watching me. Because if you all go and read, just read about Ellen G. White and the Adventist Church, you, Lord Jesus, man, if I hold you and shake it, the easy jerk, wagwa, long time. Idiot John. Idiot John. You can't tell say you're idiot when you hear your name recommend. You can't tell say you're idiot. Idiot John. You can't tell say you're one of them who pastor finger at the altar. Or you finger somebody picking you at the altar. Idiot John. You finger nobody in a church. Because hope that you're not doing a church, you know. Walk and finger people picking it. Turn up behind church. A lot of homosexual man. God church turn up behind church. So now wait for a good wife. Meanwhile, you have an eye pan pastor and every little boy in a church. Move from your dirty John. Dirty John. Move from here. Anyone want to come out here and defend the church stealing from poor people, not thief, wicked and abusers? Oh, Tada. Why you there listen to me? You see why nobody now watch me and you still there? Why are you wasting your time, you idiot? Anyway, they say you don't have to waste your time by idiot. But sometimes you have to point out to a fool that you are a fool. Like literally a fool. But the pastor them fi have shame. The thief them fi have shame. Thief like John them fi have shame. This is why people like them can support Andrew Holness. Because to say, the church can sit down and rob and thief the public every day. The church don't have to pay no tax. The church don't have to provide no accountability for whatever the church have collected over the last 100 years. And with tax-paying money while the whole of Jamaica lay down pan the dot, with church have a massive bank balance. 75 million to go to churches while Jamaicans are going to be turned out of schools tomorrow and don't have nowhere to go. You know, she said John shouldn't go back up in mother footwear. Or body wear. Because these are the people that come out, come give rise to the government barbarity. These are the people that give rise to cruelty and criminality in our country. These are the people make Andrew Holness feel like our country belong to him. Why you think me shouldn't come up and come cozy up to Christian? Me look like me playing a bumbleclot game to now. And people who play a game come out here, come cozy up to Christian. Me come out here to irritate everybody. If you listen to me and you don't irritate it, I have failed. My job is to irritate, is to make you uncomfortable when I speak, you idiot. So it is working, John. John, it is working. You didn't even watch in silent. You have to stop by to show your irritation, isn't it? You have to stop by to show your irritation. it means that I have succeeded. Because my job is to irritate people when I speak. If I'm speaking and everybody is in agreement with me, I hate singing to the choir, John. John, I hate to sing to the choir. No, sometimes I have to make fool. No, so they are fools. What is there to defend with churches robbing and stealing and still taking from the poor? The church have always been taken from the poor. At this time, the church can say, no, give it to the poor. At this time, the church can dip in a feed them pocket and help out the poor. Why nobody not talk about we well down pandot? Why nobody not talk about we were rain and wet up and sun dry with the next morning and rain wet way back up the other night? Why nobody not talk about we? What happened to we? What happened to we over here, so? What happened to we? See, we over here. We sit down over here, so. Even though you see we in the old zinc, them, the old furniture, the rubble and the scotch tree, them look alike. Just look good. You will see we still over. Everybody, money a share up for. And we don't hear we name call. The rich private company JPS, the rich multinational organization, the churches. The churches in the diaspora can help them sister church and brother churches build back in Jamaica. We should knock them down and divide the land for poor people anyway. Because I don't see the purpose of them. The purpose of the church is to rob and steal and hold us in spiritual contempt. It's not serving us purpose, Jamaica. I mean, if our churches were serving us purpose, with the prayer we pray and the dedication we have to them and the money we pump into them, you think God wouldn't do something? Or you think God wouldn't tell the church them to do something for help rather than just get up there in there, just a thief, so? And if we skip, if we crisscross round them when we attack, if we come out here, hum and hush round church and talk, because I don't like when people talk with manners, you know. I hate with some, you know. I don't like when anybody else have manners are cowards. And only coward have manners. A coward alone walk around with manners on their sleeve. Enough time to walk around with them. So the manners is a burden. In this world where you live in, manners is a burden to free speech. Manners is a burden to free speech. Because and say manners, sometimes you can't get to tell some people you want to tell them. You have to pick and choose word. With a feather their ego, you know, and bruise their ego when you talk. Me no like the long way around. Me don't like the long way around. Me will just shortcut and tell you how it go. Further and take the long way around. This is how a lot of people lie. Because you see to them talking a one way, to them not to bruise your feeling. Tomorrow they never remember say so then they talk for bruise your feeling. So me know them something there. Just bruise your feeling and then if you have to throw water upon your sap it or something, get on with it. But me now go sit down and waste time to caress your ego. I'm not running an ego nursery. Me not run ego nursery. There are other people that run nursery that will cater to your ego. No run yourself. Don't run yourself. Me a tyrant. Tyrant. All right? Tyrant. That's what I am. So don't expect me to be your best and your besties. Me not join the hypocrisy. Hypocrisy take time and energy. Hypocrisy and game playing take a lot of time, energy, and a lot of memory. If you don't remember your lie, then I go slip up. If you remember your Tory them, yeah, go slip up. We not at the time. We get up every day and rehearse the same lie in my head. That's why politicians and pastors always slip up. That's why a lot of vloggers will slip up, because they're all playing games and they're all telling you a lie and they're all trying to appease you. I don't have the time. There's two ways to do it. Listen to me or don't listen to me. Listen to me and accept it. Listen to me and be irritated. It's not hard. It's literally not hard. I listen to a lot of people that irritates me, but I want to listen to the information, so I listen. All right? That's how information works. Idiots. Let us go back to Mr. Warmington, because I couldn't have agreed more. But it's surprising to see at the lodge have to come out, come tell the government. And the lodge have to come out, come tell the government. So this money could go a far way, better off dealing with poor people. The churches are a rich organization. The churches don't pay no tax in our country. The churches take home a profit every week. They're not short of money. The people of Jamaica will lose everything barring life. And them people that deserve the support. And the churches should be ashamed of themselves that at this time, when they should step up, they're taking out of poor people's mouth. But then again, the church has always been stealing from the dead. Because look at even Kenneth Richards. You think a little land Kenneth Richards steal? Ask Kenneth Richards go and get the money for your bill, the apartment. I want Kenneth Richards to come sue me or answer me. When I ever see Kenneth Richards or anybody for Kenneth Richards yet dare to challenge me, Almighty God, Kenneth Richards, it would be a walla wash between me and you.
Member is pushing back strongly against his own administration's decision to allocate $75 million to the Social Development Commission to assist churches and faith-based organizations impacted by Hurricane Melissa.
The announcement, intended to signal inclusivity in the national recovery effort, is now the source of controversy. Details in this report.
There's no logic in this. Let us look for the people who are suffering out there. That's what the government ought to be doing, instead of propping up the churches with cash when they're already flooded with cash.
Member of Parliament for St. Catherine Southwestern Mr Warmington rejecting the government's decision to allocate $75 million to support churches and faith-based institutions in rebuilding efforts following Hurricane Melissa. The announcement, which was made by Prime Minister Dr. Andrew Holness last week, has left Mr. Warmington with a number of questions. Among them,
you know, I really applaud Mr. Warmington for leading this charge. Can you imagine if it was the PNP led this charge? So I really appreciate Mr. Warmington for leading this charge against the government and waste of taxpayers' money to a tax-free organization.
Member is pushing back strongly against his own administration's decision to allocate $75 million to the Social Development Commission to assist churches and faith-based organizations impacted by Hurricane Melissa.
The announcement, intended to signal inclusivity in the national recovery effort, is now the source of controversy. Details in this report.
There's no logic in this. Let us look for the people who are suffering out there. That's what the government ought to be doing, instead of propping up the churches with cash when they're already flooded with cash.
Member of Parliament for St. Catherine Southwestern Mr Warmington rejecting the government's decision to allocate $75 million to support churches and faith-based institutions in rebuilding efforts following Hurricane Melissa. The announcement, which was made by Prime Minister Dr. Andrew Holness last week, has left Mr. Warmington with a number of questions. Among them, how was the decision made and what will the funds be used for?
the last report is that the churches have billions of dollars in their account. So I believe at this time the church ought to step up to the plate and assist the members.
And when Mr. Warmington says billions of dollars in their account, he's not joking. He's not joking. Billions. The Seventh-day Adventist Church. They have various different conferences across Jamaica. Your Governor General was president of one of them, Pastor Patrick Allen. Pastor Patrick Allen was the president of East Jamaica Conference. It's a very rich organization.
Membership that were affected, those members were affected. This is a time when they should be assisting their members from this vast amount of cash that they have, because members have been giving. So it's time for them to give back.
However, Dr. Holness emphasized the vital role of churches in society, noting their collaboration with the government and other agencies in the hurricane relief effort. He added that some congregations are having their services under tents, and so special provisions were made. Mr. Warmington stressed he's not against the church, but insists the funds could be better used to support families still displaced.
Those who have denomination of churches close together, combine these membership into one building, because most of these churches, anyone on a Sunday, don't have anybody in them. Very few people are in these churches. So the best they can do is to combine the membership at one location and having all these structures all over the place. It's not the duty of government to rebuild the churches. There's a separation of church and state. So I don't see why the government will be stepping up to rebuilding these churches. It's not our duty. I'm not against the church. I'm a part of the church. But funds should not be going to taxpayers. Funds should not be going to religious institutions or organizations in this fashion.
This is disgraceful. This is disgraceful, and I find the churches very disgraceful and very unconscionable. Very disgraceful and very unconscionable. Because if anything one of they do was in the fear and admonition of God, we would then tell the government, divert that 75 million into helping the people them will lay down in the element. The people them will lay down under a piece of zinc or under a piece of tarpaulin. This is disgraceful. This is disgraceful from these churches. What is here to defend of these churches? Taking from poor people. And at the time when them forgive back from poor people, them might take more and we not for talk. The churches can't stand on their own. A long time them a rob and thief from we. A long time the churches them a rob and thief from we. Them fit stand up on them own now. Use out of God money. God not do them nothing. God ain't gonna do a thing to them. Use out of what they have put on in a God bank balance. I just not gonna know so these people wicked, you know. These organizations call themselves churches, and they have these millions and billions pack up in their account, and their members are suffer like dog. And the suffering members still take up offering and give. Oh, no, so now fool. Oh, no, so now already make put on a fool we cut to the cloth. On a jacket fool. On a real fool. I want people to defend the nonsense. If me blaspheme, Them a do what some because them a thief from God. Come you know when God come and call for him money, all heap of these pastors and churches never can present God the money where them a walk and collect. All heap of them now can give an account for God money. So what it is about? What is the money collecting about? What is the money holding about? Why are the churches holding so much money into their bank account while people around them are suffering? People around them are in destitution. What godliness is in that? You see to me a fool? You see to me born fool? You see to me born fool? I mean, prefer stay upon the fool side of life, because me realize these days when you're sensible, it not really work out too well. So sometimes me no mind the upon the fool side of life. Because me know other people look at me and say, look upon this blasphemous fool. Whole heap of people look at me and say so. Who cares though? When the pastor finger like a pick in the back of the vestry, what do you think that is? When pastor and church sister meet round a vestry after service, what do you think that is? When pastor and treasurer and deacon dipping at the offering, say them a bara, what do you think that is? You see to me an idiot, me will continue to be idiot. But you see my idiocy, me know say protect me from whole heap of lunacy when me see whole heap of no just wrap up in a and a sleep in a and a glorify. My idiotness, the idiot that I am, protect me from whole heap of galangin. It protect me from crooked politician and it protect me from wicked and crooked pastors. It protect me. That's why I mean I like have sense. Because when you have sense, you become so gullible to those in jacket, suit, and tie. When you have sense, anybody can walk on in a one jacket, suit, and tie and sell you anything and you buy it without open it till you get home. And when you get home, look on the bag now. Look on the bag when you get home. So no get me to walk and turn fool with these churches and these pastors. Not on them fool there. I tell them not telling us they have to pay Prince Charles and the Pope, you see, to continue the spiritual domination over. None of them not telling us that. None of them not telling us they have to pay tax to Prince Charles and the Pope. Because all of them use witchcraft point on you know. The all of them, though they demonize African spirituality, the all of them not tell you the hidden powers of their religion, where them are using spiritual domination upon you, when they stretch out their hand upon you, and when they touch you in your head and then touch you upon your shoulder and touch you in your forehead, you fucking fools, and say I bless them, I bless you. How you don't get the blessing yet, John Crow? John Crow, you get the blessing yet? We no go on. We not too easy for fool. Lord God, you see if me did love fool people, you see. You see if me did love fool people. Why do you think L.A. Lewis survived in Jamaica so much? L.A. Lewis understands the stupidity of the Jamaican psyche. L.A. Lewis understands the gimmicks and the slang of the Jamaica's people psyche. That's why L.A. Lewis is going to always be relevant in our country. Always. L.A. Lewis is going to be always relevant in our country because he's good at marketing and he understands the gimmickry of our psyche, the short span of our thinking of our psyche. And he has worked him way well into that. You see, if me did somebody will fool people, I couldn't have one upon my fingertip, you know. But me want to go to my bed in peace at night time. The money is not the be all and the end all. You know why? You remember say Mike Tyson was an awfully rich man. A whole heap of rich people may say climb down. So me not really, and a whole heap of rich people may say commit suicide. Years ago, I used to work at a private mental health institution in this country called the Priory. Nobody cheap, no matter a Priory. Nobody cheap, no matter a Priory. Because Priory have to come upon medical insurance. I be a company directors and rich people picking a multi-millionaire, mad people come a Priory. So if the madness, if the money was a solution to how you feel and who you are, you wouldn't bother mad. You wouldn't bother stress out. All right? Anyway, Marcus Garvey says, unite or perish. And if you don't see the reason to unite, then all you have to do is accept the punishment. Because as my father always said to us, is either either, sir. Is either or either. Anyway, my people, thank you very much for being here with us this morning. Now, tonight, we will start our year in review. We're going to look at from January to June tonight. And then tomorrow night, New Year's Eve, we will look at July to this very December. So thank you all for being here this morning. Make sure you hit the like button if you have not done so yet. Join us back this evening for 2025 Year in Review, where we will look at the news cycle for the first 6 months of the year, and we will look at the other 6 months tomorrow night. Thank you very much for being here with us this morning. Happy holidays to you all. And once again, thanks everybody who have wished me happy birthday and who have donated to my birthday. Once again, thank you all very much. Good morning and good afternoon from Global TV.
Too long in our little ghetto, run keep going on less process. For children of Israel do really love rights. So just and I as a watching man around Babylonian walls. Oh, children of Israel, I should never hold thy peace. What wrong is going on? Day or night, we gotta bust down Babylon walls. Prepare every the way. Prepare every the way for jumping. Let's go. Fight down, war cry. Fight down, listen Rastafari, war and cry, and do that righteousness. And we love Jah, and we love Jah, and we love Jah, Rastafari, and we love Jah, we love Jah, Rastafari, we love Jah, Rastafari, preserve all people. Put time away again. Listen, yeah. So just as I and I as a watching man, I run Babylonian walls. Oh, children of Israel, I should never hold thy peace, while we are penalized. Day or night, we gonna bust down Babylon gates. Prepare every the way. love Jah. And we love Jah Jah. And we love Jah Jah. Rastafari, preserve all. And we love Jah Jah Jah. Me love Jah Jah. Me love Jah Jah. Rastafari, preserve all. Me love Jah Jah. Rastafari. Yeah, the next song is going to be the last song for tonight. And then DJ Twink.
If you don't like missing out on the latest shows but still enjoy classic hits, then Global TV Group 358 is your perfect match. Global TV Group 358 isn't just another channel, it's your ultimate TV experience. From breaking news to binge-worthy dramas and timeless classics, we've got it all. Our unique blend of original content and global favorites means there's something for everyone. And guess what? With GTVG's seamless streaming, you can watch anywhere, anytime. Plus, our interactive features let you be part of the action. So, whether you're a seasoned binge watcher or a casual viewer, Global TV Group 358 is here to keep you entertained day and night. Don't just watch TV, experience it with Global TV Group 358. Subscribe now and never miss a moment.